Previously on De-Evolved, Martin and Chris make their way to the Isle of Grain. They meet up again with Liam from Beyond the Point and explore some tunnels. Martin and Chris then make their way onto the Grain Tower battery. The lads set up camp and then cooked and made some food. The lads were relieved to make it on board before the tide had come back in. They listened to music and drank beer and partied hard for quite a while. They then venture off into the darkness to explore the tower. They explored the structures under the night sky. Their adventure had just begun. They hope that you have enjoyed the explore so far. Keep watching to see what happens next. In 3, 2, 1.
Grain Tower Battery is located on Grain Spit, a mudflat at the east end of the Isle of Grain, opposite Sheerness Port. The tower is accessible by a causeway at low tide, but at high water it can only be reached by boat. There was originally a jetty alongside the causeway. Grain Tower was completed in 1855 and is similar to the earlier East Coast Martello Towers, being externally roughly circular but flattened on the east and northwest sides. Internally, however, it is completely circular. The tower has a slight taper towards the top. Externally, it is built of granite blocks, while inside the construction is of brick. As with the early Martello Towers, a central circular pillar rises from the ground floor to a vaulted ceiling above the first floor. The entrance is at the first floor level, with a doorway set into the northwest side of the tower with a date stone of 1855 above the lintel. The first floor was the living quarters and is lit by 3 large windows. A trapdoor in the floor leads to the ground floor level, which was accessed by ladder. The big old hole. We actually planned to go down here, guys, but stupidly we bought like a ladder that was too small, and it wasn't worth getting stuck down there. So it'll be one for next time. We'll definitely make a revisit and come back and hopefully bring some of the other lads with us, so they get to see it as well. Chris is taking in the sights.
Yeah, mate.
It's beautiful, isn't it? All original partition walls were removed during the later alterations, but there is evidence of a fireplace and an original wooden cupboard that remains. Yeah, the arches are definitely quite impressive. It's like this bit's kind of like dome shaped, isn't it? Like a quarter of a dome, and then it's arched over this way. So the architecture in here is quite clever. A lot of different angles. Yeah. It's lasted like quite a while though, isn't it? There's a lintel here, I think, or something, and but for some reason there's a hole. We can only imagine that it's something to do with like an original chimney, possibly. And it's just strange how it's all smashed out though. There's like a recess behind it, and it goes down into a hole, and then obviously up into like the chimney area. Nearly nutted myself on that little archway, like right at nose height. Shit, that looks high, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does in daylight, doesn't it?
Yeah. Bloody hell. Wow. It's got to be like at least 30 foot, isn't it? There we go.
That's where the banging was coming from.
Yeah. Loading that bloody great big ship. DFDS. Nice sunrise and that though, isn't it? Beautiful.
water down there. Green.
Yeah.
A little bit of mulberry hole.
Oh yeah. On to the next step. Do you notice this here? Look, there's like a bit of railway track here.
Yeah, another bit here.
Another bit here. It's a funny angle though, isn't it? This bit angles inwards and that one's more straight ahead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, perhaps it's nothing to do with railway tracks. Perhaps it's just the metal reinforcement.
it could be, yeah.
The concrete's worn out of the way.
Yeah, true. Alright, let's squeeze back through here. Boom!
Every time I jump down there, it's the same thing.
Here's the shelf hoist again. Goes quite a way up, guys. Shell store became the new magazine and the barrack room became an ammunition handling area, housing an electrical powered ammunition lift. That was required for the rapid and uninterrupted supply of ammunition. It still survives in good condition. The ammunition was passed from the magazine through a steel door to the lift, which ran in an open shaft, delivering ammunition to the rear of the gun emplacement. There was no separate cartridge store, so this room was put to use in other ways. Cool. It looks kind of different in the day, doesn't it? Like in areas. The roof is accessed via a granite staircase in the west side of the tower, running between the brick inner walls and the granite outer walls. freestanding two-storey barrack block was added to the northwest side of the tower to accommodate the increased complement required to operate the battery. The barrack block has been largely stripped, but the cookhouse still retains its tiled walls and some pipes and supports indicating the position of the cooker and sink. There is a serving hatch through to the large dining hall, which runs the width of the block. It's funny, like L-shaped bench. I'm not sure where Chris has got to. I'll give him a shout in a second. Chris! The new block incorporated a cookhouse, dining hall, sleeping quarters and latrines, and had its own landing stage. Where are you, Chris? Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm here. Ah, wrong building. I thought you were in this one.
No, I went to the top.
Oh, right to the proper top.
Yeah.
Did ya?
Yeah, you can't open that door.
Oh, you can't?
I ain't pulling it any harder than I pulled it, but...
No.
And I did notice that the part of the stairs, there's a big, you know, the things you use when you take down like joists in houses to hold the houses up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one of them. It's there.
Well, I'll come across in a minute. Yeah. I'm not sure whether to do the downstairs in here again or just come across to you. Right, so yeah, that was the ladder to the roof that we did the other day, or the other night even. This goes down to the lower floor. The lower floor consists of a shower room for the sleeping quarters, a single large room with a partitioned room in one corner for an NCO. Here he is.
Yeah. It's not any better than the daylight climbing up there, I think.
It's worse, is it? Or
I don't know. Obviously at night time it was waves down below, now it's not.
it looks even higher, yeah? Yeah.
It's mud and concrete.
So I'd have to wait and see, I guess.
No.
I'm just going to film down here and then make our way back up and might do that roof bit again. I got them shitty ladders. Shower facility or something in there. Like, yeah, it's a shower room. Beautiful weather. There were 3 points of access from the tower: a reinforced concrete catwalk from the western end of the ablutions block to the top floor of the barracks, a set of steps up from the lower landing stage, and a lower walkway from the tower landing stage to the barrack block landing stage. Well, this is this floor done, isn't it, pretty much down here? Yeah. No.
Just accommodation.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. I mean, there's showers, toilet and stuff.
Kitchen maybe.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. Like mess buildings and stuff.
Kitchen, pantry.
Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, it could be a pantry, couldn't it?
Concrete shell, pantries all we have.
The grounds and that, keep all the food cool and stuff. Mind you, it's got these bathroom-like tiles, but then again, it could be kitchen tiles, couldn't it?
Yeah, because they only go to here.
Yeah. Not all the way up. So yeah, I'd say kitchen area then. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, might as well. Rickety stairs. Horrible ladder.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, it just does that little wobbly bit, like, yeah.
The wobble of uncertainty.
Just went up there, but it's scary.
I think it's easier to look up at in the day.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think like at night and that you're disorientated because you've got shadows to worry about, and you can't actually tell how high stuff is.
No.
This isn't. Yeah, it's okay. It's not so bad. I mean, obviously, I still don't like the look of them steps in daytime. They look just as bad in day as they did at night.
Yeah.
So what? We got to this one, did we? Like yesterday.
Yeah.
And just above where.
Yeah, yeah, and then it's not.
And then it's like just.
It's 2 and a little bit flights of stairs.
That's it.
Yeah.
Martin's not a fan of heights.
Martin's not a fan of heights, but he's on top of some building.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in the middle though, I'm not like standing by the edge or anything. Like,
Yeah.
this is as close to the edge as I'm happy to be.
Yeah.
Like, any closer to the edge than that, get the old jelly legs. Which is partly why I didn't like the stairs yesterday, that was fucking close to the edge. Well, bye. Tremendous view though, isn't it? It
Yeah.
really is. Air's proper fresh as well, it's nice. I feel better for having breakfast as well. Like,
No.
breakfast was good.
See those things over there, can't you? The Monsoon Forts.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Been out there. Like, Still, they're even higher than this is, I think. Like, they don't look all that big from where we're standing.
Yeah.
But when you get close to them, they're pretty daunting, man.
Are they?
Yeah, they're well high.
Yeah.
It's like, in my head, I like the idea of climbing up and doing
No, I prefer tunnels. Yeah, I prefer going down rather than up.
I 100% agree. I prefer going underground as opposed to like high up and overground. Underground is the way forward. Right, I'll go down first, yeah. So I've kind of like conquered my fear of ladders. Fucking hated ladders before.
Yeah.
Yeah, just never seemed stable. I mean, these aren't a great example of stable ladders by any means.
Yeah. No.
But they're only bad when you're at the top and like when you get to the middle and that. Well, I should say that the middle's still the shaky bit.
Yeah, he's on that ladder.
Yeah. But when you get to the bottom, like you've only got one rung left, it's not so bad. Here we go. So that's us down. This is, what do you reckon, about 10 foot, 11 foot high?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be about that. A leap of faith. Yeah. Chris is taking the sitting approach. There we go. Watch that tremor on that ladder, guys. Safe and sound, lovely jubbly. Right, sorted. We're making our way back across the sketchiness. Oh, it's so high. Look at that, guys. That's the ladder down there that we got up on, and that's well below us.
I just look forward when I walk across it, but I don't look down.
I just look at the path, like directly at the path. I don't look left, right, fuck that. Don't look up, definitely don't look up, definitely don't look down. It's just like, I'll let the camera look down, I think, and then that's it. I'll tell you what though, the wind's picked up a bit though, isn't it? That's a bit gnarly. It is here. Right, get over there. That's the only bit I look down on really. It's just the bit where the bricks are, just in case I trip or whatever. Just stare insanely at that middle ground. There we go, safe and sound again, guys. Happy days. So yeah, we've just come back across this fresh hell. And we're back on this side now, so okay. State of these stairs, guys, look at this. Like, if we were to go up this way, which I'm not going to, but I'll show you them. Look. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. The steps have gone. If I was wearing trainers, it's doable. I mean, all you've got to do is hang on to that bit, isn't it, really, onto the rail, and then put your feet against the side of that. But bearing in mind how rusty all this stuff actually is.
That rail there's all rusty.
Yeah. 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 See, it's brittle as hell. You can see through the rails in some points, which is everything that is wrong with me wanting to climb it, to be honest. But so yeah, we'll go the way that we went the other day. Sketchy.
Garden placement.
That's it. Oh no. Oh, this bit. Let's take this door. I'll talk to you till its last legs on the frame side. So that's the joy of it being daylight to an extent. Don't show me stuff like that, man. Can't believe I'm doing this again. It sucks.
To it.
Yeah. It's when your viewpoint changes, it changes, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah, this level's fine.
yeah.
Next level...
Sketchy. The one above that.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
That sun's coming up and you feel the heat off of it already.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. So you've got ammo stores down here, guys, which go all the way around the outside. And then up here we've got a gun pit with rails around the outside of it, where the gun could do almost a 360 really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point coming inland and that, so I'd call it a 180 definitely, if we look at the where it goes.
It's that building we were just on there.
Yeah, the rooftop. So we were above the rooftop of what we were just standing on and looking up at this, which felt high at the time. Mr. Skeleton in daytime, not touching himself this time.
No.
Cheeky skeleton. It looks like a robot head, doesn't it? Like,
It does, yeah.
a massive mouth. It kind of reminds me of the grill on Home Alone. You know, like when they go down there and Kevin sort of screams, he's ah, and he runs out the basement, and that furnace is like making a noise and stuff.
No.
Yeah, the face, you know, I kind of get that vibe from it.
Sure.
Yeah, jump down, man. Like, here we go. So yeah, might as well get in the gun pit too. I'm going to take this approach here, like. So where we're standing here, it doesn't look too bad, does it? It's just like, yeah, that's not so bad.
Do you know what makes it bad, I think?
Those thin steps.
Is the fact that there's nothing at the front of it holding all the weight of that bit on top. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah, yeah, thanks for telling me that. Yeah, it does, it definitely makes it worse.
right, there's a couple of support girders, but you can see where they've been chopped out. Like,
Yeah, and there's just this one spindly little bit like holding it together. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want that to fall in, would you? I mean, to be fair, even the underneath bit's like it, isn't it? So it's like a double bit. So I don't know what's worse,
Yeah,
being
what I mean,
underneath or...
yeah, if you go on that top bit, if you
Yeah.
go right to that edge, it just
Yeah,
goes
yeah. Gives you like vertigo. Alright, so yeah, we're in the
new
gun
placement
pit, guys.
involved extensive alterations to the gun floor and upper shelter level around the northern 4.7-inch emplacement, which was demolished at this time. The gun was housed in a new reinforced concrete emplacement, which still stands in good condition with its holdfast bolts set into the pit. A set of rails run around the edge of the emplacement to the rear of the gun for the ammunition trolleys. There are 5 ready-to-use ammunition storage lockers in the base of the gun pit, and the top of the ammunition lift is located at the rear of the emplacement, 5 feet below the level of the pit.
Lane, yeah.
too late and
Yeah. Yeah, you know that.
you've got to get all that shit stuff down.
I've done it.
I'll stay there, then.
Yeah, that'll be alright. I'm thinking more about the height. Like, I'm thinking more about the height.
Oh.
This thin ass little stairs, like.
Yeah, but if you just look at the stairs,
Yeah, that's exactly it, isn't it? It's just looking at the stairs.
it's just that.
I still agree that even coming down's the worst bit, isn't it? Because you're sort of forced to look down then.
battery observation post, aka BOP for short, is located in a 4-storey reinforced concrete tower. This would normally be a 2-storey structure, with the gun director and searchlight director rising from the rear of the gun position. The ground floor room is reached by a set of steps from the upper shelter level. The other floors are reached by external steps with a handrail and a small landing at each level. Access to all of the rooms is through an armoured door. The door to this room, the searchlight director's room, has been removed. The gun direction position above retains its door and a concrete pillar in the centre where the rangefinder and director equipment were mounted. Until recently, both rooms still retained their armoured shutters. Sadly, those are now missing. Right, so that was that bit, guys. Me and Chris have gone up higher than my comfort zone. We're at the second from the top watch tower or lookout post. Oh shit, nearly knocked the phone out the window, that'd be no good. And yeah, so here we are looking through that. Right, this is where for me it gets sketchy as fuck. But we've only got this bit and that bit, is it?
Yeah, it's there, and then there's a couple of steps, and the door's just there.
Right, okay. Well, I'm gonna. This is, for me, this is hell, guys. But in daytime, for me, for some reason, I prefer it, I think. But I don't want to jinx that, so I'm going up, which is higher than what I did yesterday. We're going to the top area now. Really, really high up. And yeah, and so we're up here. So, well, does that not open at all, does it? Oh, it does open. Oh. Nicely done. In we go. Sweet as. It made it worthwhile after all. I have to step down into it.
Well, I come up earlier. I didn't want to put it any more than that.
Yeah, I suppose in case it jogs you and you go backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Look, there must have been like a machine gun post here, or maybe a telescope or something.
Sock. Everyone got all the way up here and went, oh, do you know what?
So, yeah, this sock's really doing my head in. I'm going to leave it right at the very top.
Awesome.
Well, there we go. I've surprised myself, guys. I'm actually up here. Wasn't looking forward to that one little bit, I'm not going to lie. But now I'm up here, it doesn't actually feel so bad. I know, like, as soon as I see those steps again, I'm going to change my mind rapidly.
No.
But for the sake of being up here, and you know, I didn't want to miss out on this, so nicely done, nicely done. State that door just hanging off like that though. Right guys, remember to share, like and subscribe. This is Martin and Chris from De-Evolved. Doing what we do, well I would say doing what we do best. What we do best is underground, but like, this is still quite the adventure, so yeah, really good. Great and Fault, there we go. 2022, Martin and Chris, De-Evolved, love it. Yeah, here we go, we've got this mount in the middle here guys. So probably stands about 5 foot tall, 2-ish foot wide. Fantastic view. I'm going to have an even more fantastic view in a minute, followed by a case of the jelly legs. Going to grip our phones tighter than ever. Right, should we get out of here? Because I mean, the longer we stay up here and delay the inevitable, you know. It sucks balls, I'm not even going to lie. Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know that.
Smashed off, I reckon.
Yeah, the wind will take it, I reckon. Oh, it's horrible. It's like the sound of your tombstone closing, like your tomb. Oh, I hate looking down already. You know when you sort of blur it out slightly?
Yeah, but you can't because it's just constantly there.
It's right there and you're very much aware of the height. The only way to really get through it, I think, is to actually talk about it whilst you're doing it, and take your focus off of it.
It's really high. I hope you don't fall.
Yeah. I don't like the word fall when you're at this sort of height isn't the one really, is it? Like,
This is the bit that does, you know, is when you come down this bit and realise you're not at the next step.
yeah, and also when like the handrail wobbles like shit, like. I mean, every single walkway we've done so far has felt high, but it just puts it into context when you're up this height.
Yeah, this is the bit I was saying about that.
Oh yeah, it's like held up with a broom or something, like. So,
It's not until you come back down you notice it and you're like, oh.
yeah. One day it will give, won't it?
Going all the way down now, we've done that.
Yeah, we've done this whole level here now, guys, so we're making our way back down to safety, or a safer height, should I say. Insanely high up. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's 400 million. Like, I wonder what the overall height of this actual tower is. Yeah. To be honest though, that might have made it worse, like knowing, like, yeah, it could be a lot worse. Well, we don't have to cross that one again, do we? Or do we?
Yeah.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, you've got to walk with your hands this time.
Oh, what?
No,
Fucking hell.
we just got to go down.
There we go. So yeah, we've been, camera won't even go up there, I don't think. Right up the top there, guys. And that goes on beyond that bit. It's just, we can't get it in shot. So right, back down the stairs again. And then we're going to probably make a move shortly. We might take a couple more pictures and stuff. And we're definitely going to film getting out this time, because we didn't film getting in. Oh, it's dark as hell. Like, a little bit of light left on the torch, I think. Like, there we go.
Sorry, when you get to here, it's nice and light.
Yeah. I mean, the steps are fairly evenly spaced, so there's no like real danger of tripping. You know roughly where the next one's going to be. It just doesn't look great on film, does it? When you're filming and like people are like, "Where the hell are you?" It's just pitch black, and you're talking about stuff that they can't see. Here we go. So, oh, we did it, guys. We did it. Fantastic. We actually did it. Right to the top of that viewing tower, viewing platform. Happy days.
Yeah, well done, dude, because I know you don't like heights.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
More than I
I'm not a fan of heights. Like last night, it seemed worse for some reason, as I said, because it was so dark and that. It just seemed worse. I mean, I know, you know, in the day you can see more, but for some reason, yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad I'm down. Maybe you should have used that UV light in there.
Yeah.
Beware. Yeah, we've been in here, so yeah, we're just covering past ground already, guys. So got to load up with the backpacks and stuff. Try and figure out the best way of doing all of that. I didn't attach that bag, did I, to the ladders this time, but maybe we'll be all right without it and just carry the ladders. So here we go, guys. Chris has got his boots here. I'm actually wearing mine this time, and I've packed my shoes because they're soaking wet. This is all our bags. The ladders that we didn't use because they're too small. So we will be returning. We'll come back and then we'll do the lower section of this structure. I feel a bit gutted that we didn't do it, but we've done a lot, so it's not that bad. These little outbuildings here underneath, quite close to the edge. Tie-off point for like a ship or a boat, just down here. Sea was so high last night, guys. Probably a good 15 foot there, up to about here. So from like the seabed to that line there, you're looking at about 15 foot, and we've been like about 50 times higher than that just now. So there we go. And then you can see these massive chains here. I think this chain was something to do with the anti-submarine net or whatever it was that went from here across to Sheerness. Eventually the tower was disarmed and all guns were removed in 1929. It does look pretty grim during the day. I know we've just come from about 300 times higher than this, but, or what feels like 300 times higher than that. But seeing it in daylight, it looks a bit more sketchy, but yeah. So, what do you reckon of the Explore this weekend, Chris?
Yeah, it's been good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice meeting Liam.
Yeah.
Before, like, it was alright.
Yeah, Liam's well alright.
The tunnels, like, we'll go and see if we can do that other one once we chuck all this back in the
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. See if we can find it and that.
yeah.
I'd have probably spent a little while longer yesterday looking for them, but I just really wanted to get out here before the tide came in.
Yeah.
It was on my mind a lot.
We didn't know what to expect, did we?
No, that's it. And we didn't really want to get all the way out here.
Struggle to get up.
And then, yeah, struggle with like tide coming up to your waist or anything like that. It'd be like, oh no, you know, it'd be like game over before we started. But luckily, we managed to get the first set of tunnels done, which we'll do a separate video for. And we've done the Grain Fault Tower as well, which we'll have a video for as well. So yeah, guys.
Wear this one down.
And
then
yeah, take that down, and then I'll hand you them from top to bottom, sort of thing. Like reverse what we did yesterday, except for I'll be at the top, I guess. Yeah. This is the bit we couldn't get yesterday, isn't it? Because it was dark and we had our hands absolutely full. We were kind of rushing a little bit to get up here. The urgency was real. That's some heavy duty chain, isn't it?
heavy duty chain. Yeah, mate. Long way to the building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet, right. Grab my bag now then.
Yeah, I'll pass it over to you, man. There you go. Your shoes are attached all right, yeah? Yeah, they're good. Right, okay. Make sure you lean inwards, I guess, towards the fault. Don't lean the other way, whatever you do that.
That's better. Much better, mate. Off we go.
Quality, nicely done.
One bag down.
Happy days. What bag do you want next? Take the tent. The tent's like a heavy one. Get that out of the way first, I reckon. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. And I think the food bag was heavier too. That's ridiculous. So hopefully walking back won't be such a tourist time, guys. My pack here, this one weighs a lot. Double sleeping bags, inflatable air mattress, and loads of other crap in there. I think that's probably the heaviest bag this side.
Yeah.
God damn. Right, that's my new Estuary bag, my new bag. Quite like this bag, like, it's quite attached to that already. I'll be coming on many more explores, guys. Definitely a good purchase that was. Right, food bag, which has actually got fat and oil all over it for me, but at least it's not heavy this time. The top of it's more greasy. Take the side handle. Yeah. 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 Nice. Well, if I pass you the phone, you can film me getting down, whatever. That'll be comfy again. Definitely. And I went on to that topic, so yeah. You're aware that your feet are kind of slipping slightly to the side as you come down. There we go. I'm feeling more in the comfort zone. Here we go. Bottom, done it. Happy days. So the next step is, guys, we need to load up all of this kit and get back to land, back to the shore. Fantastic. So I'm guessing the ladders and that bag will be last. I'm going to load up in the same fashion I did the other day. Yeah. Yeah.
Right guys, pretty much loaded up now. Backpacks on the front, backpacks on the back. Chris is loaded up. Yeah, we're going to get out of here now before the tide gets too close and we get stuck. So, or not stuck, but drowned. So yeah, epic trip, epic trip. And now we're going to go. So I'm going to follow on. Chris is ahead there. I'm going to follow on. Right, the journey back to shore, guys. So yeah, goodbye, Grain Tower Fault. Until next time. Right guys, yeah, nearly back now. There we go, guys. We did it. That's where we were over there on the Grain Fault Tower. And as we promised, we've come back this way. And here is whatever this emplacement building was. Try not to slip down here. Yeah, so there's some sort of emplacement here. It looks like a gun emplacement, I think, but I could be wrong. It could be a searchlight emplacement. Oh. There we go, inside that little emplacement. It's not an awful lot to look at in here, guys. A small little room at the back. There's bolts, like the latches on the side, hinges even for a door. This is out, looking through it, back across the other side of the water. We're back on the shore. All done and dusted. Right guys, we've just got back to the car. Pretty knackered. Gonna have a quick vape and that, chill out. Chris is gonna have a fag, and then yeah, we're gonna go.
Click the circle in the centre to subscribe, and why not check out one of our other videos.